Hi, and welcome back to video number 2. If you haven't already watched video number 1 to find out what the myths are that may be stopping you from writing your book and becoming a self-published author, make sure to go back and watch video number 1. Now in this video, I want to share with you the 5 phases to making sure that when you launch your book, it becomes a best-selling book. But before I share what those 5 phases are, I just want you to listen to a couple of my authors who launched their books recently and the awesome things that have happened for them since becoming a best-selling author.
Hi Pam, it's Dean here. I just want to say a huge thank you to you for your mentoring over the last 10 months and to help me revamp my business. When I met you, I had closed down my music business of 10 years and you really helped me look at it in a different way. So now I'm reaching a global market, my communities are growing, and I'm launching my first virtual pop choir in 2 weeks. I didn't think I could do that, not with a child, but you know, on my hands, but now I am. And I'm also doing some exciting things like auditioning for the X Factor. I'm in the current audition phase and I'm getting through. So, you know, all these opportunities are presenting themselves to me now. You know, not counting that I became a #1 best-selling author last year for my book, The Voice Factor. All of these fantastic things in my life that are happening at the moment, and you know, they've all happened since I've met you. So, so thank you so much for your guidance.
You know, I've always had the idea for a book. So my book is called Kill Your Addictions Before It Kills You, How I Transformed My Life of Addictions, Bipolar and Suicide. It's really the story of how I started the charity that I'm running right now.
Yep.
And, you know, all the things that I did in my past. There are lots of moments where I was breaking down as well and really digesting what happened in my life, what happened to me. What is there to learn from all the traumatic experiences that I've had so that I can impart the message to my client. And also 3 years prior, I've been trying to sell this Become a Recovery Coach training. But for some reason, it just wasn't, you know, there were things that I was doing that wasn't happening. There was about 30 people in the room. So I told them I was writing a book and all sorts of things about the writing a book. And because of that, I had 12 out of the 30 people in that room sign up for the course, and it was a $3,000 course.
How cool is that? Dee Menzel's gone on to be on the X Factor and launched a whole new business from her book. And we also have Maria Powell, who started with only $13,000 in her not-for-profit business, and she's just closed off this financial year earning $100,000 from all the things that she's doing with not only one, but she's now written 4 #1 bestsellers. So this system works. So get a pen and paper and write this down. It's really, really important. So phase #1 is you have to do your pre-prep. You have to know your purpose, and the purpose is who are you going to help? The purpose is about the reader. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to help them get from A to B, from where they are now to where they want to be? Are you wanting to share a message? Are you wanting to motivate and inspire people? Or are you wanting to leave your living legacy and share an experience or a story? Or perhaps you want to position your knowledge and expertise if you are doing a book for business. So you want to know what your purpose is and who you can help. And then the payoff is what you want that book to do for you. So if you're writing your living legacy, then obviously that's going to share your story for years and years to come. If you're doing it for business, you might want it for positioning and lead generation to get more business through your door. Okay, phase #2 is to go and write your book. This is super, super easy. This is not where you get overwhelmed because there's a system. I have a template that you can use that takes you step by step through how you, like some of these, can write a book in a weekend, in 7 days, in 8 weeks, whatever it is that is your own personal timeline. But it's super, super easy to write the book, and we have a formula. So write your book and give yourself a deadline. That's the thing. When I wrote my first book, I went out on social media and told everyone I was going to write a book in 7 days. And when I went out there and told people I was going to do it, it forced me to take action and do it. So that might work for you, or go and find an accountability partner. We have the Bestseller Forum to support and help each other through the whole writing process. Number 3, this is really important. Create a buzz that your book's coming out. Start telling people early that you're writing a book. Start getting some feedback on your book title, your book topic. Go and ask people what they would like you to include in the book. This is where you get people excited. Oh, I'd love to know about this. And then include these things in the book. Ask people if they would like to maybe be a case study, previous clients. Ask them if they'd like to be in your book, because guess what? Then they may want to share it with their list. So get out there, do a pre-buzz, put your cover out there and share people the covers. Get 2 or 3 covers done and then say, which one do you think I should do? The more you share on social media and create a buzz about that your book's coming out, the more chance you have of getting a bestseller on the day that it launches. And then number 4 is obviously the launch. Now there is a particular sequence that you have to go through, and if you stuff that up, the chances of getting a bestseller are very slim. Many people are authors on Amazon and they are not a bestseller. If you're going to bother to write a book, you may as well become a bestseller, because getting bestseller is a system, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do. And number 5 is capture the people reading your book, especially if you're doing it for business. Have things within your book that will drive people back to your business, your website, your social media, where you can build a relationship, a rapport, and turn them into buying clients. Very, very important. People are not doing that. We have different systems about what you can put in your book to engage and drive people. Now, Steve Brosman is a perfect example of how he's leveraged this book to get high-paying clients. He gets people to read his book, and then he has links in his books, and if it's a physical book, he has gone and put QR codes in the book where people can scan the QR code and actually see him live on video. If they're not on the physical book, in the Kindle book, they have a link where they can go and opt in on his website, watch some videos, then he sends them through to go and fill in a survey, and then have a free strategy call with them. And then on that strategy call, he upsells them into his coaching program. He has secured over 6 figures in income just from that one strategy alone. That is the 5 phases to launching a bestseller. And the beauty of doing it with me and having someone that watches your back and helps your launch is that I take you step by step through every bit. There is a reason why they're all best-selling authors, is because I show them exactly what to do. And now, if you have any questions at all, leave them below as to maybe you've already written a book and about some questions about launching a bestseller. Leave them below and I will answer them, and make sure that you watch video number 3. So I'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.